In just a moment, we leave Earth behind. Everything familiar fades away, and a journey begins across millions of light years. Out there, the universe is not silent. Some galaxies are creating millions of stars. Others are being torn apart by gravity. And one galaxy is moving straight toward us. Each galaxy tells a story, a different beauty, a different fate. In this journey, we will explore 10 of the most extraordinary galaxies ever discovered. From perfect spirals to violent cosmic collisions. Get ready. The journey begins now. In just a few seconds, we have traveled farther than any spacecraft ever has. Ahead of us, a faint light, yet enormous. This is not a star. This is an entire galaxy. Andromeda, the closest large galaxy to our Milky Way. It lies about 2.5 million light years away. A distance almost impossible to imagine. And yet, even from here, it is massive enough to dominate the sky. Andromeda is a giant spiral galaxy, stretching over 200.000 light years across, containing more than 1 trillion stars, far more than our own galaxy. At its center lies a supermassive black hole, hundreds of millions of times the mass of our Sun. Around it, spiral arms extend outward, like streams of light, where stars are constantly being born and dying. But what's truly astonishing is this. Just a little over a century ago, humans believed Andromeda was only a blurry cloud in the sky, until astronomer Edwin Hubble proved otherwise. It was not part of the Milky Way. It was a completely separate galaxy. That discovery changed our understanding of the universe forever, because it revealed there isn't just one galaxy. There are countless. And Andromeda is not standing still. It is moving, slowly but inevitably, straight toward us, at over 100 kilometers per second. In about 4 billion years, the two galaxies will collide, not as an explosion, but as a slow cosmic dance. Stars will pass by one another. Structures will be torn apart, then reshaped, until eventually, they merge, forming a new, massive galaxy. And when that happens, the night sky of Earth will never be the same again. Leaving Andromeda behind, we move deeper into the universe. And ahead of us, a very different shape appears. Thin, bright, and almost perfectly symmetrical. This is the Sombrero Galaxy. A galaxy that looks like a giant hat floating in space. It lies about 29 million light years away. And from Earth, we see it almost completely edge-on. This unique angle reveals a dark band across its center. A line of dust, cutting through the light. Above and below, a bright white glow, formed by billions of older stars. At the core, a dense, luminous bulge. And hidden deep inside, a supermassive black hole, about 1 billion times the mass of the Sun. Surrounding it, cold gas and dust clouds, slowly gathering, preparing for new stars to be born. But what makes the Sombrero truly special is not just its structure. It's how it appears to us. A galaxy, perfectly placed in the darkness. Simple, silent, yet impossible to ignore. As we continue our journey, a galaxy slowly comes into full view. Nothing is hidden. Nothing is tilted. Everything is revealed. This is the Pinwheel Galaxy. A face-on spiral galaxy. About 21 million light years away. From this angle, we can see its entire structure. Its spiral arms stretch outward like a massive cosmic storm. But inside that beauty are enormous clouds of hydrogen gas, glowing brightly in the darkness of space. This is where new stars are constantly being born. Over millions of years, this process never stops. The pinwheel is known as a giant stellar nursery. where matter collapses under gravity, forming young stars. But if you look closer, you'll notice something unusual. Its arms are not symmetrical. They are stretched, distorted, as if the entire galaxy is being pulled from the outside. Scientists believe this is caused by nearby galaxies, an invisible force, powerful enough to reshape everything. And here's the wow fact. Right at this moment, somewhere in this galaxy, a new star may have just been born, leaving behind the calmer galaxies. We enter a place that has been shattered. Before us, a strange structure appears. Not a spiral, not an ellipse, but a massive ring. This is the Cartwheel Galaxy. A galaxy that looks like a glowing wheel in space. It lies about 500 million light years away and stretches across hundreds of thousands of light years. But this shape did not form naturally. It was created by a collision. About 200 million years ago, a smaller galaxy passed straight through its center. Like a stone dropped into still water. The impact did not destroy the galaxy completely, but it created a wave, expanding outward in all directions, pushing gas and dust away from the core, compressing matter, and triggering star formation. And from that moment, the giant ring we see today was formed. In the outer ring, young stars are bursting into life. Hot, bright, and highly active, while inside, the inner region is much calmer, filled with older stars and less activity. The entire galaxy carries the imprint of a massive shock, a memory written into its structure. And here's the wow fact. These rings are not standing still. They are still expanding, slowly, but inevitably, like ripples on water. After a single impact, one brief moment has left a mark lasting hundreds of millions of years. After the violent collisions, we arrive somewhere completely different. Calm, balanced, and almost perfect. Before us, a ring of light, not distorted, not stretched, as if it was created with precision. This is Hoag's object, one of the most mysterious galaxies ever discovered. It lies about 600 million light years away, and its structure still confuses scientists today. At the center, a small glowing core, filled with older, red stars. Surrounding it, a massive ring, made of younger, blue stars. But the strange part is, between these two regions, there is almost nothing. No bridge, no visible structure, just emptiness. A nearly perfect void. And that is what makes Hoag's object so puzzling. Unlike the Cartwheel Galaxy, there is no clear sign of a collision. No nearby galaxy that could have created this shape. Every theory remains incomplete. And here's the wow fact. This may be one of the rarest structures in the universe. A galaxy we still don't fully understand. A perfect ring, floating in empty space. Beautiful beyond belief, yet deeply mysterious, leaving stillness behind. We return to motion. And this time, nothing is stable. Before us, two galaxies, moving toward each other. Slowly, but inevitably. These are the Mice Galaxies. Two spiral galaxies, in the middle of a collision. They lie about 300 million light years away. What stands out most are the long streams of matter behind them. Massive tails, stretched by gravity, extending hundreds of thousands of light years. From a distance, they look like two creatures, rushing through space. But behind that is a violent process. Gravity is pulling, twisting, and distorting their structures. Gas and dust are compressed, forming new stars within those very tails. This collision began around 160 million years ago, and it is still ongoing. In the future, these galaxies will pass through each other and eventually merge. Those long tails are the marks of immense gravitational forces. A reminder that the universe is always moving, never still. From two colliding galaxies, we move into something even more intense. Before us, this is no longer just contact. This is merging. These are the antennae galaxies. Two spiral galaxies, slowly becoming one. They lie about 45 million light-years away. And what you're seeing is a process that takes billions of years. As the galaxies approach, gravity begins to pull them together. Stars, gas, and dust are torn from their original paths, stretching into massive streams of light, extending into space, like giant antennae. That's where their name comes from. But inside, the process is far more violent. Gas clouds collide and are compressed to extreme densities, triggering intense bursts of star formation. New stars are born at an incredible rate. Brighter, hotter, and shorter-lived. The central region becomes a glowing chaos. In the future, these galaxies will continue to merge. Their cores will combine, and everything will become a completely new galaxy. A new structure, a new form, a new story. After the violent collisions, the universe reveals another kind of beauty. Softer, more delicate. Before us, a shape that feels strangely familiar. Like a flower. This is ARP 273. A pair of interacting galaxies, about 300 million light-years away. The larger galaxy is stretched and distorted, forming smooth, curved arms, while the smaller one sits just below, as if an invisible force is pulling everything out of place. This interaction creates a shape that looks like a giant cosmic rose. A beauty formed by gravity itself. But behind that appearance, everything is still in motion. Gas and dust continue to stretch. The spiral arms slowly deform over time. The two galaxies are orbiting each other, drawing closer, little by little. In the future, they will continue to interact, collide, and eventually merge. This flower will not last forever. It is only a moment in a process that spans billions of years. A temporary beauty in an ever-changing universe. After the soft beauty of a cosmic rose, we arrive at something far more unusual. Before us, a galaxy split by shadow, half glowing bright, half hidden in darkness. This is the Black Eye Galaxy, a spiral galaxy, about 17 million light-years away. Its most striking feature is the dark dust lane across its center, blocking the light behind it, creating the appearance of a black eye. But that's only the surface. Inside this galaxy, things are even stranger. The inner stars and core rotate in one direction, while the outer gas and material move the opposite way. Two motions flowing against each other, colliding, compressing, triggering intense star formation. Glowing clouds of gas shine in pink light, like cracks of brightness within the darkness. Scientists believe this may be the result of a past collision, when a smaller galaxy was absorbed, leaving behind this chaotic motion. The Black Eye Galaxy is not just a strange image. It is a system running in opposite directions, a fragile balance between order and chaos. After all the strange shapes and violent collisions, we arrive at a place that is not just changing, it is exploding. Before us, a stretched band of light, thin, bright, and full of energy. This is the Cigar Galaxy, a galaxy smaller than the Milky Way, yet far more luminous. It lies about 12 million light-years away. And what's happening inside is one of the most intense processes in the universe. At its core, stars are forming at an extraordinary rate, many times faster than in our own galaxy. Blue light spreads across its structure, Meanwhile, massive streams of hot gas are being pushed outward, creating glowing red outflows, erupting from the galaxy itself, stretching thousands of light years into space. The entire galaxy feels like it's breathing, pulling in, then bursting outward. Scientists believe this activity is triggered by a nearby galaxy, a long gravitational interaction that compressed its inner material and ignited this starburst. But this intensity cannot last forever. One day, the fuel will run out, the explosions will fade, and the galaxy will grow quiet. But not now. Right now, it is still burning, a rare moment that we are able to witness. And as we look back, from Andromeda moving toward us, to galaxies torn apart, to perfect structures we still can't explain, we begin to realize something. The universe is not still. It is always moving, always changing, always breaking, and rebuilding itself. The galaxies we've just seen are not just distant lights. They are stories, moments, in processes that last billions of years. And somewhere out there, similar stories are still unfolding, while we are only a small part of a universe beyond imagination.